magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. So, welcome to Life Coach Corner. So, kumusta po kayong lahat? Napakahirap mag-Tagalog. So, kumusta po kayong lahat? And greetings everyone. Welcome to Life Coach Corner, a community service of Life Coach Philippines. And our mission is to kindle awareness and foster appreciation for the vast toolkit and modalities of life coaching. We're dedicating to empowering coaching professionals and aspiring coaches, providing them with resources to elevate the ethical practice of coaching into a thriving profession and business. Here at Life Coach Philippines, we train, we coach, and we build. So, kumusta po kayong lahat? We build tribes, no? We're streaming through the Facebook pages of Life Coach Philippines International and Life Coach Oman, and your YouTube channel, Coach AI Connect. So if you're new to Life Coach Philippines International, or if you're watching through a shared link, please take a moment to follow Life Coach Philippines International. This way, we can stay connected for future learning opportunities. So how is everybody? Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. No? So tag along your friends. So I am Life Coach Marife Garfin. I am a professional certified CACC life coach, a mom, a wife, a coaching entrepreneur, and my background is a registered nurse with almost 22 years of hospital work experience, and I've transitioned myself to becoming a coaching entrepreneur. No? So I am the founder and the creator of my nth attempt to parenthood. This is a coaching community that seeks to empower every parent to take a stand in mental health for themselves and their children. Background ko po, no, is that I've been in the hospital as a nurse for 22 years. And I am also a published author and the creator and founder of my nth attempt to parenthood. This is a coaching community that seeks to empower every parent to take a stand in mental health for themselves and their children. And I do believe mindful parenting is this 21st century talaga na dapat ma-employ ng mga parents, no? I believe that mental health begins at home. That's why I'm passionate in sharing, no? I'm into mindful parenting because I believe that mental health begins at home and it can end at home. That's why we have to be mindful about it. You are joining me for day 8 for 31 days, no, it's not 31, but it's rather 29 days journey of mastering the art of hustle for 2024 series. Double down po ito, no? I am going to be taking off from Master Coach A, episode 15, Beyond the Midpoint. So kung may mga kaibigan po kayong feeling nyo ay beyond the midpoint na, tawagan nyo po sila, itag nyo po sila, no, because we're gonna be having this beautiful conversation ngayong gabi. So in each live episode po, ngayong double down po natin, no, our goal is to provide a glimpse, no, into the coaching experience for individuals seeking solution to the challenges they face and seeking personal growth. So how many of you in there are seeking personal growth, no? So if you're interested also in embarking on a journey of becoming a professional certified life coach, much like me, Master Coach A Professional Training and Development Services offers co-actively co-create life coach certification program complete with international CPD accreditation and 40 credit units. Life coaching stands as the 21st century learning experience that empowers professionals to enhance their skills across multiple domains. Basically, life coaching amplifies everything that you do. This heightened expertise makes them increasingly relevant in the complex and dynamic workplaces of today. The CACC course encompasses a 21-day web-based learning with lifetime access. Ayan na, sa Rusuko. A 3-day live coaching bootcamp led by Master Coach A and a 3-day live virtual business bootcamp with our senior coaching team. The program package also includes done-for-you coaching programs and numerous bonuses enabling you to launch your career in the second fastest growing industry in the world today. If you're ready to take the leap, ready na ba to take the leap? Connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to join the next CACC Life Coach Certification class of Master Coach A, a duly accredited CPD provider. Now, as we embark on this journey, kindly drop a message, no? Shout out to all of you so we can give you a warm welcome and acknowledge your presence. Feel free to share your current location and introduce yourself to our fellow coaches and entrepreneur. Tell us about your line of work, your services, and all the products that you are offering. And we encourage you to actively participate and invite you to share your thoughts, no, in the chat box, no, comment and feedback throughout our session tonight. Now, giving is a lifestyle that never goes out of style. So if you if you find value in our mission to promote, no, to promote really a life beyond grind, no, I encourage you to show your appreciation and extend your support to the advancement of mental fitness by blessing us with your stars. So, kumusta po kayo? Pa-stars naman dyan, no? Okay lang po kami, kahit ilang stars yung inyong ibigay, no? So, we're gonna be excited and it's very welcome, no? So, additionally, we gladly accept love gifts via bank transfer or GCash. You can find the details in the video's caption. Now, are you ready? Let's talk about thriving in life at midpoint, no? But first, let me ask each and every one of you. So, to all the kindred coaches in the house, sa mga kaibigan ko po dyan, tag along your friends, especially those na feeling nila ay nasa midpoint na sila. Or if you're in your midpoint, you tag your friends in here so that they can probably relate and connect with us. Now, as I begin, let me first ask you, how are you living your life now? Kumusta po kayo? What's in your life, no? What's in your life that you believe, no? Ano yung hitsura ng buhay mo ngayon at your midpoint? If you are one person who believe that you are now at your midpoint. If not yet, okay lang po yan. How do you picture your midpoint? How would you picture your midpoint to come, no? Ano yung how do you picture your midpoint would be, no, in the future? Paano nyo napipicture yan, no? So, itag nyo po yung mga kaibigan nyo para mag-imagine din sila katulad ninyo. Now, in this sharing po of Master Coach A, Day 15, Episode 15, which you can watch in the YouTube channel, the link is found in the caption of this video as well, she said, no, that midpoint will be different for each and every one of us. And it can vary in the different areas of your life. Hindi po ibig sabihin na, hindi po synonymous po yung midlife at saka midpoint, no, magkaiba po yan. Again, it will be you who will recognize if you are at your midpoint. And each of us will vary in our experiences at your midpoint. Now, midpoint is an opportunity. It is an opportunity to take a deeper look in your life. To me, no, it is an opportunity to jumpstart, no, a better second half of your life. So kung ikaw po ay nakatayo sa gilid ng bangin, hindi naman gilid ng bangin, probably you're at the door, no? At iniisip mo, anong hitsura ng midpoint ko? Ano yung magiging hitsura ng midpoint ng buhay ko? How would you picture it, no? So, in this day 15, no, episode 15, Master Coach discussed, no, that you are basically standing at your midpoint when, no, una po, no, when you have redefined success, no. Basically, nandyan ka, no, iniisip mo, paano yung midpoint ko? So, you redefine. Number one is, 5 po yung share niya, no. One is redefine success. You look into the challenges that define you because it was a life-changing event. Can you remember any life-changing event? I remember in my space, no, nung unang panahon po, no, one of the major life-changing event was actually when I lost my position and my job when Typhoon Yolanda took the hospital I was working in. So it was basically life-changing kasi I had to really do something different, no? Hindi ko na magagawa yung routine ko. And in here also in redefining success, Master Coach A also talk about casting shadows, no? Ito yung sinabi niya dito na ano yung shadow na na-cast mo, ay yung naibigay mo, no, sa surrounding mo, sa space mo, sa mga taong mahal mo. Ano yung naibigay mo na, no? So I believe that being able to redefine, no, and being able to cast enough shadow, no, is important in your sense of significance. So tanungin mo yung sarili mo, how did I become significant in the life of my friends, no? Or even in my family members, no? Kung wala kang barkada, yung family members mo, or even in my co-workers, no? So when you cast shadow, it is to me, no, personally, when I look at this, no, redefining success, or you redefine success, casting shadow for me is being able to really allow people through me to really be able to believe in this in themselves and really look into their capabilities and started believing of their capabilities. Importante po yun sa akin na I was actually like an instrument for them to discover more of themselves, to love themselves, and really to be changed, no, and to decide to become better. Yung pangalawang shinare ni Master Coach on Midpoint is that you are able to master the art of overcoming challenges, wherein she shared in here 5 risks, no, which can make you more stronger. And I'm going to be looking and into diving deeper into that later on, no. Na basically, when you're at your midpoint, you have learned a lot, no, you have learned from past experiences, and now you're able to look at the challenges in your life with armor, with ready ka na for battle kasi naka-practice ka na. And so when you look at challenges, you are much more better to handle. You have more wisdom, you have more discernment, supposed to be at midpoint. So na-experience niyo po ba ito on your part? Were you able to experience na master mo na yung overcoming challenges? Hindi ka na kaagad na overwhelmed, and you're able actually to use your 5% consciousness rather than being emotional. So you look at problems, you look at challenges and trials as something that you're confidently looking at it, because that you will be able to work it through kasi nga marami ka ng experience. So that's number 2. Number 3 is the preparation time. Kasama po yan, no? That when you are at your midpoint, no, that means dinaanan mo na yung point A, nasa midpoint ka na. So you're able to look at the back, no, kung ano yung dinaanan mo, but you're also able to prepare what you're going to do so that you can be ready for the second half of your life. So whatever challenges is coming, ready ka na, no. So that's the preparation time. Yan po yung in this preparation time, you are much more able to really look at your different varied experiences, and you are more secured really to move forward, no. And then number 4 is you find your direction. Supposed to be when you are at your midpoint, you're actually in the second half of your life, you're much more able, mas clearer ka na dahil nga sa mga experiences mo and the wisdom and discernment, no, and you're able to really like think kung ano yung gusto mong puntahan. Hindi kayo na yung nawawala. Have you ever, no, when my experience is that when I finished high school, I was not really clear kung ano yung gusto ko. And then when I finished college, my motivation was not because I wanted to achieve a certain dream, but rather is more of the survival mode, because at the time I was a mom. I was already a mom, so I need to really work. But when you talk about midpoint, it's you deciding wholeheartedly, with passion and with purpose, no? And confidence that that is what I want. So talagang ready ka. So you find kung klaro ka kung saan ang gusto mong direction. And number 5, when you're at your midpoint, you set up your margin. And this was really a beautiful explanation of Master Coach A, when he said na when you were wherever you may go and whatever you may be doing, you are clear with your margin. And your margin is basically your anchor, no? It's your guiding principles. It's what you believe in, no, that will pull you whenever you're about to get lost along the way. As you go to your second half, it brings you up, no. Ito siya yung beacon of light, or your north star. Ito siya yung nag-guide sa'yo na I know I won't take that step because hindi siya talaga, it's not part, hindi ko nakikita ang margin ko doon. And so where you anchor yourself, that will guide you as you move through life. And again, Master Coach A at this time, no, and this is really, it warms my heart when she said na yung margin is in every experiences, is Jesus Christ in there, is God in there, no. So ito yung margin niya. And for me, even for me, whatever I do, no, I must, yung margin ko, that is my work, is my action, is the things that I've been doing, able to give glory to God. That's my margin. So kung hindi siya nakakatulong na yung mga ginagawa ko is not giving glory to God, then I don't do it. Hindi siya kasama sa second half no ng aking buhay. After my midpoint, hindi na po siya kasama. No, so that is a very important something no that we need to resonate no because marami po tayong kakilala at this point no that they went through life really not knowing what they want. No? Hindi nila alam anong gusto nila. They move through life. They just went through it kasi nga kailangan, tawag ng pangangailangan. Supposed to be when you reach at midpoint, you have actually discovered what you want, you become confident of what you really want, and you have that decision that I will take it kasi nga second half na ako. Nasa second half na ako ng buhay ko. Diba? So it's a decision that we all need to make. Now, for the young people, hindi mo sinasabing hindi ka pa rin naka-experience ng midpoint because even graduating or even pursuing a dream na hindi naman ka pa, magre-retire pa, but you can be at your midpoint. Sabi nga ni Master Coach, you are the one who's going to make a decision if you are now, whatever you are state you're in, if that is your midpoint. It's you who's going to make a decision with that. So, going along, no, as moving forward, no, one of the things that brought me talaga, na sabi ko nga, lima yung share ni Master Coach but what resonated more with me is yung number 2 po. So I want to go back to it, no, mastering the art of overcoming challenges, wherein she shared 5 risks that you need to make so that you will be able to master the art of overcoming. No, so one person is passionate about this because I have really, my life is full of challenges, no, full of trauma, full of pains, but I was able to go through it. I was able to overcome it because I have this strong faith. I have a mom who support me. All of these things. Pero nagre-resonate po ako sa the art of overcoming challenges because challenges also pins people down. No? Challenges brings people to discouragement. Challenges brings people to frustration. And so you have to be able to really master the art of overcoming because you need to be able, I believe so, that when you overcome, when you're able to master the art of overcoming challenges, you are gonna thrive in your life's midpoint. And when you talk about thriving, this is actually bearing fruit. This is really being able, the picture for me is being able to do what you love. It is you blooming where you're planted. It is you finding your niche. It is you understanding your limitations, but understanding as well that you can move forward by intentional choice. And that you are created to really live a life of abundance, and you are in yourself created to be a victory. So the art of overcoming challenging is being able to go through 5 risks. And what are these risks? No? These are risks more in changes. When we're used to life, when we have our routine, we don't want to move anymore because we're comfortable with it. But when you risk more in changes in terms of probably career, business, or finances, then your experience has widened, and I'm pretty sure you have become more confident. And this is one risk that I took. No? When Typhoon Yolanda took the hospital, I decided I'm not going to work anymore as a nurse in the hospital. And I've decided to really shift into becoming a coaching entrepreneur. It was a risk because I've been used to having a lifestyle of being an employee wherein even if you don't move, sick leave ka, may sakit ka, or you have any struggle, you still get to receive the kind of payment that you were promised. No? So it was a risk that I took. But those changes, sabi nga, if you don't let go, if you're afraid to step forward because you are happy with what you have, you never get to discover that the best is yet to come. Kaya risk more in changes. Another risk na shinare ni Master Kochi is getting the opinions of others. Have you ever experienced na konti lang na may sinabi about you or mayroon lang na iba, hindi naman directly nga sa'yo, pero it hits you and feeling mo, it degrades you Pag may nagbigay ng opinion sa iyo, may nagbigay ng opinion na hindi na sa tingin mo, perception mo hindi maganda, it's a person being personal with you and destroying you. And so you were hurt so much, no? But in here, when you risk more getting the opinion, that means you're open up yourself because you have decided that you wanted to grow. And you cannot grow without feedback. So isa to sa mga klase ni Master Coach A. No, you cannot grow without feedback. So it's important really to risk more getting the opinion of other people because every one of us has a blind spot. And so if nobody's going to tell you, nobody's going to bring you a mirror, you wouldn't know what's happening. That's why if you want to change, if you want to become better, you must be able to know and understand how people sees you, not to really beat yourself, but rather so that you can enhance and improve yourself. Third, no, is the risk of being ordinary. I remember during my time when I was still young, no, I would follow the fashion trend. I would want to be part of a party. I would want to be part of a group. And if kind of, I feel like nahihiya ako na bakit hindi ako kasama. Parang I'm not accepted. Because I had that need not to find that sense of belongingness. My life is full of dramas and traumas. Dramas and traumas that nag-hit po siya sa ego ko, nag-hit siya sa sense of survival ko. So dumating po yung panahon na I want really to simply belong. But then when I started finding myself, because I discovered life coaching, I want to become a better version of me. Then I started really embracing myself. And I realized that what I want are not actually those things. Those things were where I wanted to achieve, you being in a party, buying, you being in a trend, no, following fashion, is because I do not know myself. So I would try to fit in. But when you are at your midpoint, no, and you want to overcome challenges, you must be able to embrace you, the ordinary you, and never be afraid to be on your own. Kaya nga, I love the mental model, the fear of missing out. The fear of missing out. Because when you are actually comfortable with your own skin and you're confident of what you want, you know with clarity the kind of people you will be in, you will no longer seek validation from people and you will not feel inferior when you believe you don't belong because you know that your very core, you have your own niche, you have your own avatar, you have the right people in your space. So fear of missing out is actually replaced with the joy of missing out. You enjoy solitude. You enjoy dating yourself. You enjoy hearing your thoughts and going into a space of self-reflection, being able to find how you can better yourself. So that's number 3. Number 4 is risk for intentional influences. So if you want to grow yourself, you have to really increase your network. You have to really find people, no? That you find people who will be good for you, people who will not kill your dreams. I remember Coach Lid sharing this, no, and Master Coach A, that the best space, no, is the space that supports your dream and not kills your dream. So, nasa space ka ba ngayon na sinasabi, naku, ambisyoso ka naman, wag yan. Naku, mahirap yan, wag yan. And sometimes it's our loved ones that does this, no? But risk for intentional influences, like we really get out, no, in the open, be open to having conversation with people, learning from them, getting to experiment on what they're doing if it will work for you. That's why favorite ko din po yung 10,000 experiment group, no? Because there's no room for error. It's only room for improvement and enhancement. So risk for intentional influences, that means you choose the right people in your space. You choose the people you're gonna listen to. You do not allow people, just anybody, to really speak to you. Kaya kung nanood po kayo doon sa Life of Misery, it's another episode that Master Coaching had in Life Coach Corner. I mean, if you want to be miserable, you accept everyone in your space. But when you take the risk for intentional influences, you choose the people who will be good for you, will be good for your mental health, who will support your dream to make it more alive, no? So ito po yung risk for intentional influence. Because a lot of times when we're not confident, pinipili lang natin kung saan tayo comfortable, pinipili lang natin yung mga tao nag-agree sa atin. Diba? Can you relate with me? Diba? Gusto ko pag nagsabi ako, oo sa akin. Pag hindi nagsabi ng oo sa akin, kung feeling ko hindi nag-agree sa akin, that person is not for me. And you're not gonna learn, because definitely the people, if that is the kind of people in your space, they will sugarcoat everything. They will not tell you the truth, and most definitely hindi ka mag-grow. No, that's why it's important to really risk for intentional influence, and definitely risk on doubt. How many times have you doubted yourself? How many times you come into a space really of, even if may nagsabi na nag-affirm, nag-validate sa'yo, sasabihin mo pa rin, ako ba yun? Kaya ko ba yun? But risk on doubt, even if you're, when, especially when you're open up a business, ka, papalo ba to? Kaya ba to? But you risk on doubt. Ito din, mag-a-apply po dito yung 10,000 experiment rule. Favorite ko pong mental model, no? Papalo dito. But hey, when you wanted to grow, when you want to really overcome these experiences, even if your doubt, you prove your doubt correct, you have still learned the lesson. Sabi nga ni Mas, you still learn the lesson, marami ka pa rin nakuhang lesson that will make you better, stronger in whatever you are doing. So when you take risk, you put yourself in the space of winning. Ito yung pinaka-favorite kong sinabi ni Master Coach. You put yourself in the space of winning. And to me, when you are a person putting yourself in the space of winning because you are taking risk, this is actually, to me, thriving well in life. Yung hindi ka takot, you're not being overcome by fear, because fear will be a roadblock for you moving towards what you want, and it's also a roadblock to you experiencing of what the best of what life can offer. No? So overcoming is being able to hurdle and pull yourself through the challenges that may deter you, no, from reaching your desired life. Overcoming is basically moving yourself forward in spite of. So overcoming, to me, that's why favorite ko po yung number 2, mastering the art of overcoming challenges, because overcoming is a step toward thriving in life. No? Kaya nag-resonate po siya sa akin. And so, this afternoon, no, as you look into your midpoint, I want you to look at how you look at what are you doing with your life. Because when you say to thrive, in your midpoint right now, or in your second half of your life, no, are you thriving? That means, are you flourishing? Or do you want to flourish? Are you prospering? Are you in a life of prosperity? You're prospering, you're improving yourself. Are you doing well? Because this is what thriving is all about. Now, in terms of chronological age, I'm personally beyond. Kung titingnan ko na ang full age is 100, tapos titingnan ko na 50 is midpoint. No, I'm turning 54 next month, next week, no? So next week. And so when I think about chronological age, I might say that I am at my midpoint, but it's not it. No, I only, you know what? Here's one thing that I've realized, no, that my age actually doesn't matter. But I only realized that one thing that I realized is, I know I was at my midpoint when I started doing what I love. I know I was at my midpoint when I look at it as its purpose. Parang nandun na siya. So I have to really expand it more. And that midpoint is now becoming, progressing from the midpoint is extending to become the second half of my life. No, from being a registered nurse, I became a wellness coach, and now I'm a coaching entrepreneur, operating my own business, being the owner of my own business. This is my midpoint. No, hindi pa po siya na full, no, but nakarating na po, nandiyan na yung paa ko, but it has to extend pa more, no, to the second half. And when you're at my midpoint, naisip mo, parang kulang pa rin yung oras. Parang, I think I needed more. There's so much things that I want to do. Why? Because you truly love it. No, you're having the best time of your life doing what you want, doing what you're doing right now. Now, what Master Coach A shared is to bring you to a space of self-reflection. No, I was drawn, no, and I was channeled and I was facilitated to self-reflection. And basically, to take an inventory of your life. Pag nandun ka na, no, at marinig mo, and I strongly encourage you to review, no, to really go to YouTube and look at episode 15, especially if you're one person, if you're wondering if you're at your midpoint, no. So puntahan niyo po yung YouTube channel po ni Master Coach A. The link is in there at review po ninyo. This is the reason why, no, this is the reason napunta po ako. I was brought to a space of really reflecting, I at my midpoint, and what is the picture of my midpoint, no. So this is the reason why the toolkit that I'm going to share with you is entitled Me at Midpoint, no. It needs you to be honest to yourself, no. You have to be very honest when you take it, and if you're one person you wanted this toolkit, you got to message in there, comment in there, hashtag me toolkit. Me toolkit lang po yung ilagay nyo, and I'm gonna send it to you via your messenger, no. Ibibigay ko po yan sa inyo, no. I will look for you, ibibigay ko po sa inyo, no. So this is the Me at Midpoint toolkit, no. Ito po yung title na binigay ko kasi it brought me to self-reflection, and I want you also to come into a space of really being quiet. If you want to do the toolkit, be quiet, really come into a space of calmness, mindfulness, and focus, no, so that you get to really savor and enjoy the toolkit, and it can give you the kind of picture that you really want for yourself. So me at midpoint, you need to be honest to yourselves, so you get to really receive clarity that you need, what that you will need to make the second half after midpoint a little much better, more better, and more in alignment to what you really want in your life. Now, many people right now are buried in the cemetery. No, marami na pong namatay without truly understanding what happened to them. So I want to really encourage you, get to know yourself. Get to know yourself at midpoint. Decide how your midpoint will be and how it will look like, so that you get to really come to a space of no regret when your strength are fading and when you're losing your memory. And that's probably at your 80s and 90s. Hopefully when you reach that space, no. So this toolkit is something that I want to really encourage you to do, no. So I've said I will give it to you. So what are the questions inside the toolkit? So again, it is meant for you to really have a conversation with yourself. So me at midpoint, the first question that you need to really reflect on is, what is the picture of your life today? Again, Master Coach A says that you will never be able to reach your point B or the second half of your life if you do not know where you are right now. So you have to find out, you have to really reflect, where are you right now? What is the picture of your life today? I-determine niyo po yan so that you get to know where you want to go, no? Dapat klaro ka. Kasi baka naman sabihin mo, hindi ko alam eh. That means maybe you love what you're doing right now and you cannot move any further kasi hindi mo nga alam anong hitsura kayo, paano mo pupuntahan yung hindi mo pa alam. So importante po na nasagutin, what is the picture of your life today? The second question that you need to really answer in this toolkit is, what picture have you got when you are at your midpoint? So ano yung picture mo ngayon? Kung hindi ka po nakarating pa sa midpoint mo, midpoint in your finances, midpoint in your family life, midpoint in your career, midpoint in your friendship, in your business, at that, no? Ano naman yung picture na gusto mong mangyari sa midpoint na parating? Ano yung gusto mong mangyari, no? What picture have you got when you are at your midpoint, so that your brain start to imagine and begin to really look at it, no? And this is one thing that I started developing when I went into life coaching, no? When I was immersing myself in the life coaching process, I began to really, because I learned to be confident, I started discovering my potential. So I was able to really build a picture of what I really want for midpoint. So yun po yung pinursu ko. No, ito po yung pinursu ko after Typhoon Yolanda, that I don't want to be in the hospital anymore. I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to be employed. I want to own my business. I want to have the liberty of time. I want to be able to command. So yan po yung naging picture. That's why it was, when life coaching was presented to me and I saw the benefit of it and the pros and the cons, then I decided that's going to be my midpoint. And that's what I started pursuing. No? So the third question in the toolkit that you need to answer to really have clarity and to have a picture of your midpoint is, what lessons would you be learning? No, what lessons would you be learning? Because we have to remember, no, part po ng sinabi ni Master Coach A, no, is you got to really start when you are with your midpoint and you want to overcome the challenges that you're facing, you want to master the art, no? Master the art of overcoming, no? Challenges at your midpoint. Dapat klaro po sa isip mo kung ano yung mga natututunan mo. Kasi kung klaro kung ano yung natututunan mo, nalalaman mo din ano yung hindi mo pa natutunan, and so you're able to pursue it. You're able to pursue it, no? So that's why sabi ko nga, you need to be very clear of yourself, you need a quiet space, you need to be able to reflect, because hindi po madaling sagutin. Hindi po madaling sagutin, no? Because we never really come into a space of really thinking, di ba? Sanay tayo to operate on our subconscious, that is 95% of our brain. But when you do and you answer these lessons, no, these questions in the toolkit, when you think, when you ponder, when you reflect, hindi po siya hindi sasakit yung ulo mo kasi it's not what you used to do. But again, you will have more clarity and you'll be able to answer. The answer that you're going to be getting is much more your truth. It will be your truth because you took time to really think about it, to use your consciousness. So what lessons would you be learning? Because most probably the things that you're going to be learning are the things that you can bless other people with. Remember, at your midpoint, casting shadows, sabi nga ni Master Coaching. So if you know the lessons you've learned, alam mo yung nakabuti sa'yo, alam mo rin na most probably makakabuti ito sa iba. So you're able to cast shadow on people and they will remember you for being that significant in their lives, no? So yung pang-apat na tanong, no, dito sa me at midpoint na toolkit is, what in your bucket list have not been done yet? No, so ano pa doon ang hindi mo pa nagawa? No? Because you see, our bucket list is what we desire in our heart. Ito yung mga bagay na precious sa'yo na gusto mong gawin pero takot ka. Gusto mong gawin pero baka hindi pa itong panahon. But when you're able to identify it, it is able to contribute to the kind of picture on the second half after your midpoint na pwede mong i-pursue. So at least nagkakaroon ng pathway, no? Nagkakaroon ng pathway towards what you really want. And number 5 is, what risk are you willing to take to get your awesome midpoint life experience? So sabi nga natin kanina, as I've discussed, no, those 5 risks that was discussed by Master Coach A, no, the risk for change, the risk for being able to opening up yourself to influence, no, influence, no, from influence from people, no, itong mga risk po, no, yung 5 na sinabi ko po kanina, the risk to getting more opinion from other people that oftentimes nasasaktan tayo pero open na, no, risk of being ordinary, risk for intentional influences, risk on doubt, no. Alin dito sa mga risk na ito ang hindi mo pa nagagawa, no? What risk are you willing to take to get your awesome midpoint life experience? So if hindi mo pa nakukuha yung mga risk, maybe you have still that thick wall that you have placed in there so that you will not be hurt. But at the same time, this thick wall is hindering you from experiencing what you want. So take a good look. How much have you been taking risk? And lastly, what action or actions are you taking to achieve your midpoint picture? Kung hindi mo pa narating yung midpoint, ano yung action na pwede, with you discovering what the picture would like, na gusto mo, anong life lessons ang gusto mo, then you will have to really be able to really look deep inside. Because you will never be able to experience that midpoint, the picture that you have. Nor will you be able to experience how beautiful is the second half of your life if you don't have that clarity of the kind of picture that you want. So it is important to really list down what you needed to do. Diba? Pag hindi po natin, kahit wish natin yan, gusto natin, but we don't put any action into it, it becomes wishful thinking. And when you're not able to achieve it, yet your core is really shouting out for it, eventually, it will take a toll on you. Your sense of well-being will be affected. So you're going to be having difficulty. So you go through life motion without really experiencing how life should be. And sabi ko nga, at midpoint, this is now your chance to make things better for you. Yeah, no? So I hope that you do this toolkit, no, because it's gonna really bring you to a space of total of clarity. It will help you, no? So when you're at midpoint, there's something naisip ko nga, well, I'm 50, I'm gonna turning 54, and I don't believe I'm gonna reach 100. So most probably I have only 10 to 15 years on my hand. So I need to really maximize it so much, and I have to take action so that I can move through it. So how about you? How would you like to really have clarity of your midpoint? How would you want to move forward with your life? So you got to remember, no, you got to remember that everything has to be in your head. You are given the willpower. You're given the capabilities and the potential of God, no, by God, to really move your life. He is there. Sabi nga niya, bubuksan yung mga opportunities once you are ready to submit yourself, trust and obedience. And life is made of season. You cannot stay where you are. Sooner or later, life will kick you towards the midpoint. So you have to have clarity of what you really want so that you'll be able to do it, no? And maximize it so that you get to thrive in life. So that's about it. So as I've said, if you want to review, because it does a beautiful sharing in Master Coach Apo, no? So go to episode 15, no, of Beyond the Grind, no? It's in Life Coach Philippines International in this platform pa rin po. Search it, no? Listen to it, and it will really ignite your heart and will move your heart powerfully to take a good look, no? Again, whatever it is, sabi nga natin, no, pag whatever it is that you want for your life, if you come into a space of pause, if you come into a space of reflection, everything will just simply open because you have become intentional about it. So I want you, no, to really message me if you want a toolkit. I'm going to send it to you. And, I'd be so happy if you can get back to me and we have a conversation of what the toolkit did for you. No? So maraming salamat for hopping in. Never ever forget, it is in our genes that we are designed to overcome. It is in our genes that we are designed to thrive. But then again, it's not an easy process. Life coaching made it able for me. So if you're one person really, you want that significance, try to think about it, try to reflect, and try to think. And if you're not very clear of what you want, I encourage you to be part of the life coaching profession. Try it out. Make it one of your 10,000 experiment rule. Make it one of your 10,000 experiment rule, and try to see, because life coaching enables you to see with clarity, and because you are clear, you know what you want, it allows you, it amplifies whatever you do. Maybe at your midpoint, life coaching is something that you can consider. So try to reflect on it, and if you're interested, connect with us, especially with Coach Rizal. An upcoming certification class is available, no? It will just be announced. So Coach Rizal, no, it will be the one to answer you. 0917-586-1661. And here in Tacloban City, we have an upcoming life coaching certification, April 6 and 7. So connect with us. No, and let's see. Let's have a conversation. 0975-995-2382. Let us see. Let's make this midpoint thrive. Make yourself thrive this midpoint. Enjoy the beauty of life. No? So maraming salamat for joining me. Thank you for your interest joining me here in Beyond the Grind, no, and really being with me right now in thriving in life's midpoint. And again, let me invite you to join us in a person face-to-face community events, including Purposeful Sundays, Parenting Mondays, coaching for mental wellness. Actually, no, right now there's already every Tuesday is Kapihan Night with Master Coach in Decaf Coffee Republic. And the time slot is already up all night, 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. So kung hindi pa katulog, maganda pong pumunta doon because you're gonna learn a lot. You'll be connecting. You'll open up. Sabi nga natin kanina, you open yourself to intentional influences. And the people in Decaf Coffee Republic, no, the home of Life Coach Philippines International, is a space where good influences are available. So punta po kayo doon, no? And then if you're one person who desires to strengthen your faith, your spiritual life, every Thursday po, ngayong gabing ito, meron pong prayer time, no? Doon po, no? So go hop in there, no? Even if you don't know how to pray, but you want to be in there, you want to experience it, people will be facilitating you. So punta po kayo doon, and so many things happening. And let me invite you po, February 14, DCAP Corporate Republic, they have Petals and Passion, and it's a beautiful way of experiencing Valentine's Day. Kung sanay na po sa mga pa-concerts, sa mga dinner, well, this is one celebration, this is one experience na hindi nyo makakalimutan. So, maybe you're ripe also for a new experience that can help you at your midpoint. So kung ikaw po ay ripe and open to this, hop in at the Coffee Republic, connect po with Coach Rizal para maka-reserve po kayo ng slot ninyo. And if you're in the vicinity of Tacloban City, we have 13 and 14, we're celebrating Valentine's Day to an evening of love expression. So connect po kayo 0975-995-2382 and let's, reserve your table as it's also limited in here in our hub. Maliit lang po siya, kaya limited. And in DCAP Coffee Republic, Master Coach can only serve so much. So pasok na po kayo doon, pa-reserve na po kayo if you're in the vicinity of Metro Manila. It takes, even if in Laguna or nearby towns, it's worth your while. So go in there, have your registration, call now, no, reserve your slot. So let me invite you, no, maraming salamat for hopping in with me ngayong gabing ito. So I hope you've learned and I hope that you gotta take in seriously the toolkit and I hope that you give me a feedback. So please join us back tomorrow for day 9 with Coach Ken Diteng for floaters and sinkers in your life, no? So, yan ay magandang conversation. Bukas, again, lessons, no, na kailangan natin kunin so that we thrive at Midpoint. So, for coaching classes and services, send us your private message or send email to coach at connect@mastercoacha, no? For .com. So connect po kayo dan so that he will readily answer you. Master Coach will readily answer you. When sharing your insight for tonight's learning, #PackMyBag moment. Tulungan po natin. Let's create that being able to cast shadow. Sabi ni Master Coach, cast shadow. That means you are helping people, no? To discover more of themselves, helping them more to learn. So you're creating significance for yourself in other people's lives. So cast shadow. Magbigay po tayo ng #PackMyBag moment sa mga learning mo. So please tag our page so we can engage with your social media content. So maraming salamat po for joining me in this Life Coach Corner Day 8, no? February 8. So we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. This is us in the Philippines. Love, bam, boom. God bless everyone. Maraming salamat for hopping in. Coaches Gamily, maraming salamat.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.